What is up, everybody? I am Kevin Iole, UFC 315 on May 10th in Montreal, not far away. Main event time. He is back, the new UFC welterweight champion. And I know how good that feels to Belal Muhammad. Belal, how are you, my friend?
Good, brother. Feeling good. Feeling great. Excited just to have another fight week here. And just excited to go out there and perform.
A lot went on since last we saw you. Ian Gary and Shavkat fight. We have Ian Gary in protest last week. Sean Brady just takes apart Leon Edwards. What do you make of where this division is right now?
Man, it's popping, right? Everybody's fighting. There's a lot of action. Even, Kamaru is finally off the couch, him against Buckley. So I think it's going to be one of those divisions that everybody's going to be looking at. And for me to be at the top of the division feels good. I want to be that guy, right, that has all the next contenders standing in line. I want that waiting list of guys that, all right, I'm going to beat this guy next, this guy next, this guy next. So I'm just excited for the future.
You are facing Jack Della Maddalena, who was I don't want to say late replacement because we've known it for a while, but who was a replacement for Shavkat, who was unable to go because he had an injury. And I wonder, what do you make of him? A guy loses his first two pro fights, and he's reeled off 17 fights in a row. And I'm not that smart, but if I have learned one thing in MMA, you win 17 in a row, and you're pretty good.
Yeah, right. When you have a streak like that, and just the ways that he beat a lot of these guys, especially in the UFC, he's tough. You don't win 17 fights and not be tough. So it's just another challenge, right? It's another guy that I look at it and I hear people say that he has better boxing than you, he has better striking than you. You have to take him down. But I want to test myself. I want to show what I've been working on. I want to show that I'm a complete package. I'm the complete fighter, and I'm the best fighter in everything, not just wrestling, not just grappling. I'm the best striker. So I'm excited to go out there and test my hands with him and show him that there's levels to this.
And the one thing I wanted to ask you about is because, he comes into the UFC and he just rattles off all these wins, right? Just keeps on going. You had a slower start. You've been in the UFC 9 years right now. You were what, 1-2 or 2-2 at the start of your UFC career before it turned around for you. So do you have more respect for somebody like that who comes in right away and starts fighting at a high level and succeeding than, maybe a different way around?
Uh, I mean, I got respect for any fighter that wins in the UFC or makes it to the UFC. I just think that everybody has different paths, right? I think my path was the perfect path for me because I made the adjustments, I changed, and I grew, and I felt what it feels like to lose. For him, he's just riding high, right? He has the basically the same mentality, the same fight style that he had when he first got into the UFC because it was winning, it was working for him. He didn't have to make any adjustments. I think that inexperience is going to hurt him because I'm a different fighter every time. He's
Right.
the same fighter every time.
Do you feel like Bilal that you're not getting respect as a champion? Like, in other words, it seems like everybody kind of looks like you're the guy to be knocked off, right? You're the guy that, you're the weak champion, so to speak. And after what you've done and who you've beaten, I'm a little surprised that that narrative's still out there.
Yeah, 100%. For me, I like that, right? I like to be the guy that they'll think will lose. I like to think that the weakest champion, right? Because I'm just gonna keep going out here and keep winning. I've been told from the beginning that I would never be champion, that I wouldn't beat these guys, that this next guy would beat you. Oh, this guy's for sure gonna beat you. Keep it coming, keep those names coming, keep that attitude coming, keep that same energy. And then when I'm the best welterweight to ever do it, at the end of when it's all said and done, then they're gonna realize, all right, well, we're eating crow.
What do you make of Islam Makhachev? And really, Habib is the one saying this, that he doesn't want to fight you, that he wants to move to 170, but, you guys are friends. He doesn't want to fight you. To me, and Dana White's made it pretty clear in the sport, friends fight each other, right? That's, there have been a couple of notable exceptions, but that's been something that he has been adamant about. If Islam has to make the move up from 155 to 170, do you fight him or do you have to say, we've worked together, we don't go?
Yeah, I wouldn't fight him. I think for me with those guys, they've helped me so much. They've done so much for me. Habib has been a huge mentor for me. So like I would never do anything to disrespect them or uh, you know, mess up their relationship.
Hmm.
So for me, it would be like, all right, well, we'll talk about it. Maybe I'll move up to 185. Like the I'm not a guy that shies away from challenges. So when even when guys like Hamzat or Duplessis want to talk, I'm listening.